sa interview mga kolonitan. Okay.
Well, the phone's been ringing a lot these days at the Divisoria market on Beechwood. It is almost always someone from the Filipino community calling to get the latest on the exchange rate. The store sells Filipino groceries and meals and hosts a money exchange counter to send funds overseas. While many Canadians worry about the low loonie's impact on the cost of food or perhaps a trip to the U.S., people who send a portion of their paycheck home are worrying about how much they'll have to save here just to send the same amount to relatives, counting on that help. The CBC's Christine Mackey dropped by the money exchange counter at the store yesterday.
My name is Judy Lane de la Cruz. I am the owner of Divisoria Market.
There's a computer here. It says cut off 7 p.m. This is the remittance area where people send money.
Because we close at 7 o'clock. Today, it's 33:24. So I have 2 customers that back out.
Really, today?
Yeah, because when they see the exchange rate, okay, I'll be back tomorrow. But unfortunately, the exchange rate now, it's going down. It's not going up.
So what does that mean? It's 33.20. So that's pesos per
a dollar.
Canadian dollar. And how has that changed from a year or two ago?
2013, the exchange rate was $43.
How much do people usually send back home?
The average of 200 to 300.
And how much does that get you on the other end?
I have a calculator here. So it's 6,640. It's only like a week. Cost of living in the Philippines, it's expensive too.
Are they sending more money, Canadian money in the end?
They do. They go by the peso. If they tell me 10,000 pesos, so I have to calculate it.
They go backwards.
Yes. Well, it's not only now living caregivers, but living caregivers are the one who's sending more because their first family is still in the Philippines, children and the husband still in the Philippines.
Is that hard on the living caregivers because they're not making more money?
It's really hard because imagine if they send 30,000 and where they gonna get that? Under the policy, they cannot be able to work in any other employer. Plus, they have to have their money for applying their landed status here. I mean, it used to be in my time, I was a living caregiver too.
For how long?
5 years. And then after that, I worked housekeeping, retail, second cup, Dunkin' Donut, and then PSW, personal support worker.
And all that time, were you sending money back home?
Oh, yes.
Who was back home?
Actually, my ex-husband and also my 2 kids. So I sent like $500 at that time, a month.
Was it hard back then to save that money every month to send?
Oh, yes. I don't spend because I was living in with my employer. And on the weekend, I go to my mom's employer and I stay there just to save. So my allowance is $5 a week.
So you know how hard it must be right now.
It's so hard, especially now that the rate's almost the same as 20 years ago. Yeah, but the commodities are higher.
Are people talking about this? Are they frustrated? Are they upset?
They kept asking me why. They thought it's me who's doing the lower rate. They said, can you make it like 34? Oh no. I laugh because I don't know anything about exchange rate.
You don't control that.
No.
The markets, yes.
Yes.
Are they telling you about some of the sacrifices they're having to take on to be able to send the money still?
Well, I notice for some people, the tendency is controlling themselves of buying. Even the $5 food, no, I'm not gonna buy it.
So the grocery store you have here it might be hurting because of that.
It is hurting because it also because our products are imported. We're more hurting with the price increase. In one item, it's $2 difference. There's a lot of products that I won't get it anymore.
For you, do you still have family back in the Philippines?
I have 2 siblings, my brother and sister still there. My brother, no job. So my mom helps him with his children. You're obligated. You have no choice but to send money. We have everything. That's why people back in the Philippines, they thought that we're rich.
Jackson Wu. I'm from here, but my girlfriend's from the Philippines. So we send money back home to her family, her mother, her sisters, brothers, siblings, everybody. She has like little brothers that are going through university. So there's that. They live in a farm. For them to get to school, we have to rent an apartment closer to the city where they go to school. And that's another fee.
How has it impacted your life here? Do you save money on certain things so that you can send the same amount?
Sometimes you have to work overtime to make that extra money. I do housekeeping in the hospital, so I keep myself busy. For example, I work the holidays. It's a culture shock over there compared to what we have here. We have it a lot better here.
Hi, my name is Melvin Santichero. I do send money back home twice a month.
To who?
My wife and my daughter are in the Philippines. They're located in Bulacan, 5 hours away from Manila. I'm in the process of bringing them over here. It's just waiting on how long it would take from the immigration.
How much money do you send?
Every 2 weeks I send about $300 Canadian, yes. It's about 10,000 pesos something. Depends on the rate of the dollar. For example, if I used to send 10,000 before, it would only cost me $200.
You adjust for what it's worth there.
Yes, I do adjust. That's pretty much what give them for almost 2 weeks because the milk itself is like $1,000. Send the rice, diapers, and if I send less, then it would only get them for not even a week, and then they'll be calling me again.
What do you do here that you can make money to send?
I work 2 jobs at the moment at the catering company, and I work at the Marriott Hotel down in Courtyard. It is a long day, yeah, but I have no choice. I have to do it to be able to support my family.
That was the CBC's Christine Mackey with some customers and the owner of Divisoria Market on Beechwood in New Edinburgh. That's where many in Ottawa's Filipino community go to send money to relatives back home.